In the realm of Asgard, where the gods of Norse mythology reigned supreme, Loki, the trickster god, was known for his cunning and deceit. Though he was once a companion to the gods, his heart grew heavy with the weight of his own wickedness. Loki, the god of mischief, had long reveled in chaos, but now he felt a strange unease. The evil within him seemed to fester, and he no longer wished to carry the burden of his malevolence. Yet, instead of seeking redemption, Loki's troubled mind turned to darker thoughts. He plotted the death of Balder, the most beloved of all the gods, whose light brought joy to Asgard. Balder's death was a tragedy that shook the foundations of the 9 realms. The gods, grief-stricken, sought to bring him back from the clutches of Hel, the kingdom of the dead. Hermod, the brave messenger of the gods, was sent to negotiate with Hel, the ruler of the underworld. Hel, moved by the gods' sorrow, agreed to release Balder on one condition. Every being in the 9 realms must weep for Balder and desire his return. The gods rejoiced, for Balder was cherished by all, and they believed this condition would be easily met. Messengers were sent across the realms, and one by one, every creature, man, beast, and god alike, wept for Balder, all except one. In the shadowy mountains, a giantess named Thok refused to shed a tear. Her heart was cold, and she declared, "Let Hel keep what she holds." The gods were devastated, for without universal lament, Balder could not return. It was not long before they discovered the truth. The heartless giantess was none other than Loki in disguise. Loki's treachery had reached new heights. He had already caused countless troubles, but this act was unforgivable. The gods, furious and heartbroken, vowed to punish him. Loki, ever the trickster, fled to the mountains, where he found a secluded spot near a salmon-filled stream. Knowing the gods would hunt him, he transformed into a salmon and hid among the fish, blending seamlessly into the water. Odin, the All-Father, whose wisdom and sight knew no bounds, soon discovered Loki's hiding place. From his throne in Asgard, Odin could see all, and he alerted the other gods. Loki, aware that his time was running out, began to devise a plan. He pondered how the gods might try to capture him, and realized they would likely use a hook and bait. But Loki, ever the innovator, took his scheming a step further. He envisioned a tool that could ensnare fish more effectively, a net. Using his cunning, Loki created the first fishing net, a mesh of strings designed to trap fish. After understanding its mechanics, he devised strategies to escape it. When the gods arrived at the stream, Loki saw them approaching and quickly threw the net into the fire, hoping to destroy the evidence of his invention. He then leaped back into the water, disappearing among the salmon. The gods, though they saw him jump, were unsure how to capture him. It was Kvasir, the wisest of the gods, who discovered the remnants of the burnt net and realized its purpose. The gods, inspired by Loki's own creation, crafted more nets and began their pursuit. Loki, now a salmon, darted through the water, evading the nets with agility and cunning. He twisted and turned, leaping out of the water to avoid capture. Thor, the mighty god of thunder, watched intently. He thought to himself, "If a bear can catch a salmon mid-leap, so can I." When Loki jumped again, Thor was ready. With lightning-fast reflexes, Thor caught the salmon-shaped Loki in his powerful grip. The gods dragged Loki to a cave, where they bound him with the guts and tendons of his own son, Narfi. The bonds were unbreakable, and Loki was trapped. The gods, enraged by his crimes, wanted to kill him, but Odin intervened. Despite Loki's treachery, he and Odin had once sworn a blood pact, binding them as brothers. Odin could not allow Loki's death, but he agreed that imprisonment was a fitting punishment. To ensure Loki's suffering, the gods placed a venomous snake above him, its fangs dripping toxic saliva. The venom fell onto Loki's skin, burning him and causing excruciating pain. Yet, even in his torment, Loki was not alone. His wife Sigyn stood by his side, loyal and devoted. She held a bowl to catch the venom, sparing Loki from the worst of his agony. But when the bowl filled, Sigyn had to leave to empty it, and during those moments the venom would drip onto Loki, causing him to writhe in pain and scream curses at his wife. Despite his outbursts, Sigyn remained steadfast, returning as quickly as she could to ease his suffering. Loki's punishment was eternal, but his thirst for revenge only grew stronger with each drop of venom. He swore vengeance against the gods, vowing to make them pay during Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world. The gods, too, knew that Loki would play a pivotal role in the final battle, where he would lead the forces of chaos against the order of Asgard. Thus, Loki's story became one of betrayal, punishment, and unyielding hatred. His cunning and deceit had brought him both power and ruin, and his legacy would forever be intertwined with the fate of the gods. As the venom continued to fall, Loki's screams echoed through the cave, a haunting reminder of the consequences of his actions and the unbreakable bonds of loyalty and vengeance that defined the Norse pantheon.